If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
What's up, family? Bet Online is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports, contests, events with first-to-market odds and lines. Find reviews and news for every league from the MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, esports, and even golf. Bet Online continues to be the top online resource for all your sports information, from live in-game betting, props, and futures. Head to Bet Online today or use your mobile device to join today and make your first sports bet. Use our promo code BELIEVE50, BLEAV50, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts, who's a proud sponsor of the Bossman Show on your radio. Folks, back on the Bossman Show, new head coach of the Miami Redhawks, Coach Travis Steele. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. A nice, hot, humid day in the ATL, man. Just looking forward to the summer as always, man.
I hear you. I appreciate you having me on.
Anytime, Coach. Man, ask you this, man. Miami is a school at the MAC. Great tradition, man. So what about this opportunity really resonate with you and your family, man? Say, hey, let's go up to Oxford here and lead the Red House going forward, man.
I think it's just the brand. It's number one, it's an elite academic school. The saying around here, it's the Harvard of the Midwest. I think that's number one. And number two, the campus, it's the most beautiful campus I've ever been on. This is where I wanted to go to school coming out of high school. Unfortunately, I wasn't good enough to play here, so they got that eval right back in the day. But then, like you said, there's a tradition of winning. This is the all-time winningest program in this league. Won more MAC championships than anybody else. Put more guys in the NBA. So there's a tradition here that we just got to get it back.
No doubt. And also, let me ask you this, man. Being in the MAC, it's kind of a league that's always been there, man. It's been a strong league all these years. It doesn't get the run it deserves, in my opinion. But great institutions out in the Midwest, Northeast of Buffalo, and all those teams out there, man. And right in it, kind of like a mini Big Ten almost. And quality talent that does not go Big Ten can come to you all and give you all a great league of great talent and great coaching.
There is, man. There's some incredible programs. There's some terrific players, obviously, in our league. You look at the last two NBA drafts, you got Ryan Rollins, who got drafted by the Golden State Warriors. Jason Preston got drafted out of Ohio U as well. So there's some great players, there's some great coaches. What makes it a little bit unique, my brother is actually the head coach at Akron. And so we have different last names, we're same mom, different dads. And so I claim him sometimes. But he's been crushing it up at Akron as well. Coach Kowalczyk's been doing a great job at Toledo. Coach Bowles, you go on and on. I mean, Coach Senderoff at Kent. Man, it's a terrific league.
You gotta lead me to my next question. How's it gonna be to go against your brother in this conference twice a year, man?
Man, you know what? It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be hard on my mom. You know, that's what'll be interesting. But you know, it's funny. It's like, man, it's gonna be back like in the old days. You know, growing up. You know, like just playing out in the backyard. Now he's older than I am, so he used to try to beat up on me. You know, when I was little, I'd be 5 years old. He'd be about 15 or 16 years old, trying to take advantage of me. Hey, little brother's has grown up now, so I can't let him just bully me in the backyard anymore.
I hear that. Hey, see, I'm the old head, so I did all the beating down. So I know how John feels doing that. Yes, indeed. Let me ask you this, Travis. So for you, my father is a coach. He's 81 years old. So of course, I did not choose you all's path. Thank God. I still have black hair, not gray hair, like my father does. But at what point did you decide you want to get into coaching, man?
No, I knew I wanted to do it at a young age. You know, my brother's obviously been very instrumental in my career, my life. You know, he, like I said, he was the oldest of 5 kids, and I'm the youngest. So there was a gap between us. But, you know, John would coach me in AAU. I would live with him during the summers when he'd be an assistant down at North Carolina State University under Herb Send office all day long, you know, meetings, you know, work out with their players. You know, so I kind of knew that's what I wanted to do. And I was his shadow in a lot of ways. And honestly, if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I'd have broken into the business. College basketball is hard to get into. And he helped me help pave a way for me to get into the business. So knew I wanted to do it. And I always start with the why, you know, like I think for me, I started coaching high school basketball first, and that and AAU basketball. And listen, we had a young man named Stanley Burrell at Ben Davis High School who was a JV player essentially as a junior. And then his senior year, he became an Indiana All-Star, ended up going to Xavier. And just watching, you know, how you can impact young men, right, in a positive manner. All of a sudden get a guy, you know, got your young man gets a free education. Obviously did terrific basketball-wise at Xavier as well. Played professionally, but just seeing the growth, man, that helping people, that's what it all comes down to. I think the gift that I have is to be able to help people and help them realize, you know, become the best, you know, best version of themselves. And that's why I chose coaching.
Yeah, Travis, my father always tells me and my 3 brothers that, hey, like, look, you know, you all are my sons, but I have over 10,000 sons from coaching, because on Father's Day, his phone's blowing up all day long. He's getting invited to weddings, baby showers, bar mitzvahs. My dad is always going to see one of his players do something. And that's what keeps him going 81 years old. Now, mind you, he retired in 2012. But my Uncle Dave is still coaching football in Massachusetts at 74 years old. So it's my family, man.
I love it. It's in your blood.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's like my brothers and me. Like, I'm a radio dude. My brother's a producer. My other brother does music, and then my other brother is an accountant. None of us chose coaching, and he's mad about that. And when we watch games together, he's coaching the TV. He's like,
I love it. He can't turn it off.
No, he still has his old this pad is. He writes all down all these different things he sees. There was a missed screen, a missed rotation. He's trusting this stuff still on his legal pad, Travis, at 81 years old, man. Watch the finals, man. It was mind blowing to me.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes, indeed. And I'm asking this, man, you know, recruiting wise, Miami, great school, great area near Dayton. So for you, man, being in that area, how can you draw a 200-mile radius to find talent and just bring it in, whether it fits your culture? So how good is that to be in a location where you know you can just bring talent in and it's not a problem to get them to come there?
Yeah, you know, when Miami has been really, really good, they've done a great job recruiting this area. Under Herb Sendak, Charlie Coles, the list goes on and on and on. Coach Hedrick. It's, you know, we're located nicely right between Cincinnati and Dayton. So you get 2 cities right there that have a ton of good players, good coaches, great programs that we can recruit out of. Columbus is nearby. Indianapolis is less than 2 hours. Louisville's close. Chicago's 4 hours. I mean, so, if you draw a little, 5-hour radius around Oxford, Ohio, there's plenty of talent here to win this league and win big and get Miami back. We have to do a great job of the evaluation. I always say, talent is obviously part of the equation when it comes to recruiting, but does it fit? And does it fit our core values? Does that young man and their family? Do they fit our style of play? Do they fit our belief system? And do they fit me? And I'm a big vibes guy. Either I vibe well with people or I don't. And
No doubt.
because we spend so much time with each, you know what I mean? And it's like, man, like you have to enjoy being around the people that you're around. I think that's really, really, really important. And so I'm fortunate, man. Like this is a great place. We're located really, really nicely next to a lot of talent and really, really good programs.
Now, for your workouts, Travis, how do you balance being a new hire between putting in your new schemes and new installs versus in their individual development? I know at this time of year is usually about individual development. So how do you kind of balance that tightrope between putting in new stuff versus getting them better for you guys come September?
Yeah, my whole focus is individual player development. Like we get 8 weeks in the summer, and we get 8 hours per week per NCAA rules to train our guys. And so, like we have my 3-pronged kind of like focus this summer was, number one, get our culture in place. Number 2 is team camaraderie. And then number 3 would be player development. And that's we go 4 hours of lifting a week, 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we work out basketball wise, Monday through Friday, 45 minutes a pop, and like just really, really grinding out player development. And I think that's year round. That's what we want to be known for here. We want our guys to get better. As you know, as a player, you're really excited to get into the gym if you feel like there's a plan that's in place for you to get better, right? And I think that's the thing that I wanted our guys to have, that excitement, that joy, that passion of being back in the gym, that culture of competing and being the best version of yourself starts with that plan. So that's really what we've been focused on this summer.
No doubt. And for you, I know outside of recruiting, non-conference scheduling is probably your hardest job outside of recruiting. So I know a lot of the games are done for you with the previous staff, but when you get to do it yourself, how are you going to see yourself attacking these non-conference games where you're getting that MAC play?
Yeah, we'll play anybody anywhere. I mean, that's our mentality. We're gonna have a tough non-conference slate. I know we're gonna play at Cincinnati this year. We're gonna play Indiana, downtown Indianapolis, where the Pacers play. We're gonna play at Georgia. We're gonna have a heck of a schedule, very challenging schedule. I want our guys to be challenged in the non-conference to prepare us for the MAC, right? And that's the varying different styles as well. Obviously, level of play, playing a tough road, but we'll have to get a neutral game versus Indiana. Then we'll have a tough couple road games at Cincinnati and at Georgia. We want to prepare ourselves for MAC play.
No doubt. Let me ask you about Georgia recruiting, because I feel like Georgia is one of the best states in the country for its talent. And I feel like you come to Atlanta, the Lake Point, the Peach Jam, the AAU ball here, the high school ball here as well, that guys are coached really well here. They're like, there can be plug and play freshmen because they've been coached so well. Their IQ is so much higher here in Georgia, basketball wise. When you get them, they can really play as freshmen if they deserve the time. So let's talk about Georgia recruiting and coming down here and finding young men who can play in the quality of coaching here at the high school and AAU levels, man.
Yeah, I was very fortunate to have Jonas Hayes, who was on my staff at Xavier. He's now the head coach at Georgia State. He's going to absolutely crush it there. Jonas was deeply embedded in that area, right? So I became very, very familiar with recruiting Georgia over the last 4 years. And I would tell you, man, that the level of talent is just incredible. I used to always joke around with Jonas. I feel like the city of Atlanta just goes on forever and ever and ever and ever because there's no river or ocean that stops that city. It just goes forever and it just spreads out. But there's so much gosh darn talent, and you said it, like there's great coaches down there. I mean, from AAU, the AAU coaches, the high school coaches, those young men are getting pushed. And they're getting prepared for college. So as a college coach, you love to recruit that area because you can get an instant impact guy, a guy that's going to be ready right? A lot of those programs down there ran like college programs, which we had the young man, Dewan Odom. We've had Kaiser Gates that I've coached as well. Man, both those guys were terrific for us at Xavier. Terrific area, obviously. Like I said, man, it's a talent-rich area. Hopefully Jonas will let us borrow a guy or two every once in a while.
The last one before you go, let's get a good Jonas Hayes story. I told you off air I'm going to see him today for some workouts. So what is your best you can give us air-friendly Jonas Hayes story?
Oh, man. So, one time we were actually going to recruit the young man, Zach Freeman from New Jersey. I would always take our whole staff. We'd go all 4 guys, a lot of places that we'd go in the fall. Well, I said, hey, listen, I'm just going to go get a workout real quick downstairs. I said, so let's get a day hotel. I said, man, we don't need 4 rooms. It's just, we're just going to be there for a few hours. I said, I just want to get a workout in and shower. Well, I come back up after getting the workout in, and Jonas is literally sitting in the chair sleeping, like sitting up straight. So I kind of look at him and I'm like, Jonas. And he didn't say anything. I was like, man, is he okay? Because I thought I couldn't believe he was sleeping, just, sitting up straight. And he said, and then later on, I joked around with him. I said, he always says, listen, he could sleep anywhere. Wow. And it was the most bizarre thing. It was freaky because I was like, my man, I didn't know if he was doing okay or not. Yeah, he was just getting some Z's.
I hear that, Coach. No doubt, man. Hey, Coach, it's fun to talk to you, man. I'm coming to Cincinnati in August, so hopefully we can link up and get your number off air here. Link up and come out there for the tennis tournament. Up there having Mason out there by Kings Island. I'm going to work that tournament up there. So hopefully I can get a little free time for the tournament to come see you, man, and catch up with you up there in Oxford, man.
Absolutely. I'll be at that tennis tournament. So would love to have you come up, man. Check us out too, man.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you.
All right. What's up, family? Bet Online is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports, contests, events with first-to-market odds and lines. Find reviews and news for every league from the MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, esports, and even golf. Bet Online continues to be the top online resource for all your sports information, from live in-game betting, props, and futures. Head to Bet Online today or use your mobile device to join today and make your first sports bet. Use our promo code BELIEVE50, BLEAV50, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts, who's a proud sponsor of the Bossman Show on your radio.
If you work in quality control at a candy factory, you know strict safety regulations come with the job. It's why you partner with Grainger. Grainger helps you find the high quality and compliant products your business needs to inspect, detect, and help correct issues. And the sweetest part is, everyone gets a product that's as safe to eat as it is delicious. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.